This is it. The greatest art exhibition I am ever likely to see. It's been the most anticipated exhibition of the year, for the simple reason that Leonardo da Vinci is the most famous artist in the history of the world. And does it live up to the hype? Of course it does. Massively. Leonardo deserves every bit of his fame. He is profound, intelligent, imaginative, and mysterious. This exhibition brings together a totally unprecedented number of his surviving paintings. This exhibition's full of drawings as well as paintings. There aren't that many paintings by Leonardo da Vinci that survive. There are a lot more works on paper. But the drawings in the show are not additions to the paintings. They're not just preparatory works for paintings or research for paintings. They're works of art in their own right. And this study of a skull is just so beautiful. This has all the paradox of Leonardo's anatomical drawings because it's simultaneously, it's incredibly precise, unbelievably precise, scientific, and yet there's a tenderness to it. And that combination of meticulous scientific observation and profound compassion is what makes his anatomical drawings some of the most magical works of art in the world. This exhibition brings together more than half of his surviving movable paintings. The thing about this portrait of this young musician is it's actually his eyes. Everything else about the painting is slightly damaged or slightly unfinished, but it's really the emotion of it that there's a wonderfully sensitive quality to this youth. And this was something new in Leonardo da Vinci's portraits. People hadn't really done these kind of introspective portraits. That's an absolutely critical thing about the Leonardo da Vinci we meet in this exhibition. Because it's about painting, because we see portraits, we see religious paintings, we get a tremendous emotional encounter with Leonardo here. And this is a very soulful exhibition. It's a soulful Leonardo, which I guess is why it's such an overwhelmingly moving exhibition, because you feel that you're going inside Leonardo da Vinci here. You're meeting not the famous genius, the universal inventor, you're meeting a man of heart and soul who looks so deeply into the human experience. This portrait deserves to be as famous as the Mona Lisa. The only reason it is not is that it lives in a museum in Poland, and during the Cold War it was very remote from Western eyes. It's a portrait of the mistress of Leonardo's boss, Ludovico Sforza, ruler of Milan. She's holding an ermine, which was a symbol of purity. It's also, I think it's quite phallic. It's quite sort of making quite, I think, explicit allusions to eroticism. I think the animal is erotic. I don't care if art historians say it's a symbol of purity or whatever. It's really very male. It's a very male animal. And she's holding it, she's controlling it. And she's looking away to the side, perhaps looking at her lover, at Ludovico Sforza. And Leonardo da Vinci is the third person in this love triangle because he's responding to her beauty and giving her this homage of a painting. This painting freaks me out. It's the face of Jesus. I feel as if I were standing here looking at the Turin Shroud. What is Leonardo da Vinci playing at here? And is the painting even by him? It's a new find, newly attributed to Leonardo da Vinci. To be honest, looking at that glassy orb, at the soft melting colours of the face and hands, I'm totally convinced that it really is by him, and it's one of his strangest, weirdest works. Why all the fuss? What is so special about this exhibition, about this artist? For me, it's all summed up really in a drawing like this. This is just, one sheet from Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks. He did hundreds and thousands of drawings like this. Here, this is a design, not really a design, but actually a sort of free-floating, doodling piece of creativity, but he's inventing what will become a painting, a religious painting. Here, this is a design for a water mill, for a water wheel. And this, I think, is a weir. You could spend a lifetime looking at it every day, studying it, reading about it to try and understand more about it. And you'd never come to the end of it. You'd never exhaust it, you'd never get bored of it. That's the thing about Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, the genius, it's not a cliche, it's not a myth. There is something so superabundant about his creativity, so multidimensional. This exhibition, it's just a knockout, it boggles your mind. It's one to visit, revisit and remember all your life.